Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm back to do more Family Guy. This time, I'm going to be reviewing Season 12, Episode 14, Fresh Heir, or whatever that word is. I don't know what that word is. Here, or I don't even know. But anywho, before I get into this any further, please subscribe for more videos. I do news-related videos, I do game videos. In fact, after this, I'm going to be doing, right after I upload this, I'm going to be doing a game video. So if you guys want to see more of that, please subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell. Hit the like button too. Let's see if we can get to 100 subscribers by the end of this month. I'm so used to saying, I almost said next month, but it's already February, so I say it like January, went by pretty fast, but no, January is actually taking a long time, it felt like. But anywho, let's see if we can get to 100 subscribers by the end of this month, which is February. Today is Groundhog's Day. It's also snowing a lot outside, too, right now. But I'm currently at 85 subscribers right now. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Now let's get into the video. This is the episode Fresh Heir. It's about Chris wanting to spend time with his dad because his dad, is a total jackass. He can't spend time with his own kid. Yeah, this episode is not very good. It's definitely not. It's not as bad as the last one. The last one is awful, but this one is definitely not any better. It's not as bad, but it's not as good either. Basically, since Peter won't spend time with his kid, Chris decides. Well, Lois decides to ask Chris if he wants to go to work with his dad, and maybe he can spend time with his dad, because his dad broke his leg. Well, Lois's dad broke his leg, so... Yeah, but during the episode, we get quite a few cutaway gags. They're really not that good. We get 3, right back to back, and I would say that's lazy, but let's be fair, the first Family Guy episode did that too. But those cutaway gags were way better. These are just lazy cutaway gags. They're not good at all, and they have 3 back to back. It's in the scene where they're in the kitchen and where Lois is talking about Carter breaking his leg and stuff. We also get a quote from Brian saying, by pointing out how Peter should spend time with his son, even though 3 episodes earlier, and Brian's a bad father, Brian basically avoided his son being a jackass. I know that Jim also pointed this out in his review channel. He pointed that out, and I totally agree with him. I'm like, well, he didn't point out that, but that was 3 episodes later, but he pointed out how there's an episode where Brian's a total dick and avoids his son. Well, that's exactly what he does 3 episodes early on from this episode that I'm talking about here. But anywho, basically, Chris goes and takes care of his father, and it's a pretty somewhat entertaining. It's not, once you take that back, it's not really that entertaining. It's not terrible, but there's not really a lot to it. We get one segment where Carter is actually, I don't even want to talk about it. Forget that. I'm not going to talk about it. It's so basically it's Chris, it's something apparently similar to sex, and Chris ends up doing it for Carter. Let's just say that. I don't really want to talk about it that much. I really don't. You know what? Actually, I'll go ahead and talk about it. Chris basically is masturbating for Carter. It's just so gross. Like, it really is gross. It's just, I don't know why they thought that'd be funny, but it's gross. And then Carter, basically takes Chris back and offers him money for helping him out, but Chris turns it down. But Carter decides to give him a bunch of money anyway. And we get like a lot of gross out humor and stuff, like Peter's hairless twin. Like, what the hell is that supposed to be? And he doesn't look hideous or anything, but I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't know, it's just dark humor and not very good stuff. And we got like one segment where Peter is trying to bond with his son just to get money off of him. Yeah, that shows you how bad of a father Peter is. He only wants to spend time with his son, so he can get his money. Apparently Chris knew about that. Chris knew about that, apparently, and still, like, was letting Peter do this. I know I know Chris is an idiot, but still. Now, I can kind of understand why Peter would be trying to bribe Chris for his money, because Carter treated him like crap for years. Heck, even when Peter and Lois first, dated, Carter was treating Peter like garbage. It proves it in the second episode that Death appears back in season 2. So I can understand why Peter would try to bribe Chris for money, but the thing is he only wants to spend time with Chris for money, and yeah, it's just not very good. However, what really makes this episode go from meh to bad is the fact that Peter that Peter and Chris actually try to get married. Yeah, that right there pushes this episode straight to bad. It was just a forgettable episode to begin with, but the fact that he would go to marry his son, that just seems really wrong. I'm sure in some parts of the world they have people marrying like their kids, but I'm just like, this is a cartoon show. I don't want to see Peter marrying his son. It actually makes me feel really uncomfortable. But yeah, this is definitely a bad. And then, ends up with them not doing anything. So there's just a lot of, it's just mainly a Peter and Chris episode. There's really not a lot going on. I actually went to get myself some cereal during the wedding segment. Not where they got married, but where they were like in the shop and stuff. Because I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I already got enough detail on this episode. But I have seen most of it, and I'm just like, yeah, there's really not a lot going on. We got Brian pointing out that Peter needs to spend time with his son, even though 3 episodes earlier, Brian basically avoided his son being a total dick. I know there's no continuity in a lot of shows, but I'm just like seriously. I'm just like, I mean, this is not as bad of an episode as the one before, but it's still not any better. It's still definitely bad. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a score, though. Well, since it's very bland and boring, and then the wedding scene at the end, I'm gonna have to give this I'm gonna give this one 21 points. Yes, 21 points. This episode is just like, even with the I just realized, even without the wedding segment, this episode would still be bad because it's so boring. There's really not a lot going on in this episode. It's just boring. It's just not that good. I don't really care for this. I don't really care for this episode that much. I really don't. In fact, I don't really care about season 12 at all. I think the show should have just ended at season 9 of Family Guy. I would say like 7, but there's still some good episodes, at least in season 9. But yeah, this is where it's getting really hard to find good episodes. I found like one decent one to talk about towards the first season, but it's getting really hard now. I'm not looking forward to season 17, where I don't have really a lot of episodes to choose from at all, period. Anywho, I think it's about time I let this go. Again, please subscribe for more videos, news-related stuff, and gaming. I really appreciate that you guys have been supporting me and giving me 85 subscribers. I really appreciate that. And I'm gonna be after this show. I'm gonna be doing Johnny Test next. I know it's not a really good, well-received show either, but Johnny Test has a lot of good episodes in it. I'd much rather watch Johnny Test seasons 2 to 6 than watch this freaking show. At least the newer seasons. Well, by newer I mean seasons 10 to, now, season 20. Anywho, it's about time I let this go. I'm gonna let this go now. I hope you guys enjoy your day. If you guys are getting snow in Connecticut and stuff, then you guys can enjoy snow. Anywho, I'm gonna let this go. I hope you guys have a nice day. Dash O Rose out.